All right. Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us all here today. Today's shiur should be Le'ilui Nishmas our dear friend Menachem ben Yisrael Yaakov, as well as my dear aunt Rivka Bas Gavriel Tzvi, and for Zaidi Reb Shmuel ben Yosef Dov HaKohen, and B'schus L'Refuah Shalema Bekarov Meshalem ben Sarachel, Miriam Basara, and Yair Yeshia ben Chaya Atara. Today, we are on page 302 in the Ora Vigda for those who are following along. And today, we are going to be talking about just finishing off this topic of the working with a mitzvah. Like, how do we act? What's the mindset? Do we do it for clout? Do we do it for the mitzvah? All those different ideas that we learned yesterday. And so we're going to finish off over here like this. He said, Rabbi Vigdamel says that even though you didn't intend that people should know about a certain mitzvah, right? So we spoke yesterday and then we said that we should try to keep it a secret. We shouldn't make it public knowledge that we're doing a mitzvah, because the less public it is, the more the schar that we get. So Rabbi Vigdamel says this: if people do discover your good deeds, they do find out that you were the one behind, a great mitzvah project or a mitzvah in general, whatever that is, it's going to result in a reduction in your schar in Olam Haba. But only when a person tries his best to remain hidden, he says, that's when he says he compares us to Moshe Rabbeinu. He says, if you do your part to try to remain hidden, and you don't go out and talk about it, and you do your best to hide it, then your part is done. And whatever happens after that is not your problem. Because again, we know that the outcome is only up to Hashem. But the important part is to do our best to avoid that recognition, and that will help us get the most schar in Olam Haba. Now, in addition, he talks about avoiding self-satisfaction out of this. When Hashem brings about the circumstances by which a mitzvah is performed through him, meaning if Hashem gives you that opportunity to do a mitzvah, he should think of it as a benefit that Hashem has given it to him. Now, I want you to understand something. Listen for a second. When you do a mitzvah, your mindset, and everyone's mindset is, okay, I did something for Hashem, right? Now, I did a favor for Hashem. Hashem, I don't have to give tzedakah, right? Because we have free will. So, God, what did I do for you? God, I did a favor for you by giving charity to an individual. That is the wrong mindset. The mindset that you think that you did a favor for Hashem is incorrect. Because you are doing a mitzvah just for the sake of doing the mitzvah. The fact that you think your favor was done because you gave this person money, you're wrong. Because what did we learn a couple of weeks ago? This person would be helped whether you choose to help the guy or not. And so at the end of the day, if you think you're doing Hashem a favor by doing this mitzvah, you're completely, utterly wrong. It's the complete opposite. Hashem is doing you a favor by giving you the opportunity to do the mitzvah and thus getting schar out of this. So again, the mindset over here is that you need to understand that the favor is not, you're not giving and doing a favor for anyone. When you're done doing that mitzvah, you should thank Hashem for Hashem giving you the favor, for Hashem giving you this opportunity. Because at the end of the day, you were not able to have this mitzvah, and this mitzvah gives you schar. So who did the favor at the end of the day? Hashem did you a favor, giving you the opportunity to gain credit in Olam Haba. He shouldn't delight in the praise he gets from people for it, meaning when you do a mitzvah and people start, oh, thank you so much, you shouldn't delight in that, because inevitably someone's going to see you doing something, they're going to thank you. And he shouldn't look for honor because of it. For this would bring him to take pride in his actions. And as a result, his mindset is going to shift from really starting out to wanting to do a mitzvah purely for the sake of the mitzvah. And at the end of the day, what's going to wind up happening is he's doing it because, oh, I feel so good. Everyone's saying thank you. I'm getting recognition. So it's a very difficult job to do, but you need to work on yourself. That you shouldn't accept in your mind that the pleasure of getting that recognition, because inevitably it's going to happen. You should try the best you can to hide it, but you do something, if someone's going to say thank you, they're going to maybe even thank you profusely, depending how big that mitzvah, that favor you did for them was to them. But the idea over here is that you need to remember that keeping yourself humble, remembering that it's for the mitzvah alone, and try your best not to internalize the gratitude that you're getting from these people, because then it's going to kind of make you more conceited, and it's going to start thinking, oh yeah, I am a really good guy. Oh yeah, I deserve the honor, the recognition that I'm getting. So that's what we want to stay away from. This actually is the final part, and before we get into the next part, we're going to get into tomorrow. I know it's a little short over here, but this really concludes the behavioral portion of the interpersonal mitzvahs that we do from one person to another. And just to recap, it's really a mindset, it's an Hishtadlus portion, and it's a secrecy portion like we spoke yesterday. It's the mindset is that you're doing it for a mitzvah only. It is the Hishtadlus portion, the action portion, that you're doing it, you're going out there actively doing that mitzvah, and then finally trying to keep it a secret, trying to internalize it only for the sake of a mitzvah and not for the sake of because you're getting recognition out of it. And that's what's going to make that mitzvah so much bigger, so much more important. And the final last point that he adds over here, that is, as opposed to yesterday, is that the favor from this mitzvah is not from you. The favor is from Hashem. That you are not doing God a favor by giving tzedakah or doing any other kind of mitzvah. Hashem is doing you a favor, providing you the opportunity to get the zechar for that mitzvah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us all here today. And as always, I love you all.